Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive.
Today, we're going to be looking at the inner workings of universities.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and specifically how technology is revolutionizing the way they operate.
I always thought universities were mainly about classrooms and libraries.
Yeah.
But after going through this detailed presentation from a company called CorporateServe,
Let's just say I had a serious mind-blown moment.
it's true. We often only see the tip of the iceberg when it comes to university life.
Behind the scenes, there's this whole intricate web of systems and processes that keep things running smoothly.
And it's way more complex than you might imagine.
Right. So to kick things off, let's talk about CorporateServe.
They've been around since 2003.
And they're basically the experts in building these massive software systems that help universities manage everything in one place.
Yeah,
Think of it like a giant digital brain for the entire campus.
that's a great analogy.
They work with some of the biggest names in tech like Microsoft and SAP.
To create these systems called ERPs, or Enterprise Resource Planning Systems,
These ERPs help universities manage everything from student admissions and course registration to finances, facilities, and even alumni relations.
okay, I have to admit, when I first saw alumni relations on the list, I was a little surprised.
But then I learned that corporate serve systems have actually helped universities boost alumni donation rates
Wow.
by some crazy percentage, like think double digits.
So yeah, keeping those alumni happy is clearly good business.
Absolutely. And it highlights how integrated and interconnected a university ecosystem really is.
Every department, from academics to athletics to development, relies on accurate data and efficient workflows.
And that's where corporate serve comes in.
They provide the tools and systems to connect all those dots and make everything run more smoothly,
And they're doing it all with a one Microsoft approach.
which sounds pretty cool.
Can you explain what that means for someone like me who's not exactly a tech whiz?
Sure, it means they're leveraging the power of various Microsoft products like Dynamics 365 Power BI.
And even good old Excel and SharePoint to create a seamless experience for everyone on campus.
Imagine a student being able to access their grades, class schedule, library resources,
And even pay their tuition bill all with a single sign-on.
using their phone or laptop from anywhere in the world.
That's the kind of integration and flexibility that corporate serve enables.
Wow, that does sound pretty seamless.
No more running around campus from one office to another just to get a simple task done.
Exactly. And it's not just about convenience for students.
Faculty can use these systems to track student progress, manage research projects.
They even collaborate with colleagues around the world.
Administrators can get real-time insights into enrollment trends, budget allocations, and campus resource usage.
It's about empowering everyone on campus with the information they need to do their jobs better.
So it's not just about making things easier.
It's about using technology to actually improve the entire university experience.
Okay, I'm sold, but let's get into the nitty-gritty.
What are some of the specific features that CorporateServe offers?
Well, they have a whole suite of solutions.
But one that stood out to me is their focus on outbound marketing.
They're not just waiting for students to apply.
They're actively using tools like email, WhatsApp, and social media to reach out to prospective students all over the world.
Wait, WhatsApp?
That's pretty innovative.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about universities using that platform to connect with students.
That makes sense though, right?
It's all about meeting students where they are.
And these days, that's often on their smartphones,
Plus, it allows for more personalized and interactive communication.
which can be really effective in engaging prospective students and answering their questions in real time.
It's kind of like a college fair in your pocket.
So they're reaching out to students, but then what happens once a student enrolls?
Well, then CorporateServe systems kick in to create a personalized experience for each student throughout their entire academic journey.
One of the coolest features is something they call the Student 360-degree view.
Imagine a profile that tracks everything about a student's experience.
Okay.
Their grades, extracurricular activities, interactions with advisors.
Even their engagement with online learning platforms.
It's all about creating a holistic picture of the student so that universities can provide them with the best possible support.
That's amazing.
It's like having a personal dashboard for each student.
Tracking their progress and identifying areas where they might need extra help.
Exactly, and that level of personalized attention can make a huge difference in student success.
But what really blew my mind is the way CorporateServe is integrating artificial intelligence or AI into their solutions.
Okay, AI in education, that's something I definitely want to hear more about.
Tell me everything.
They have this AI-powered add-on called Campus Genie.
And it's basically like having a super smart assistant for everything university related.
Ooh, a Campus Genie. I love it.
So what kind of magic can this genie perform?
Well, for students, it can help with things like course registration, finding research materials.
Getting personalized study recommendations, even locating a quiet study spot on campus?
No more wandering around aimlessly trying to find an open table in the library. That's awesome.
What about for faculty and staff?
Does the Genie have any tricks up its sleeve for them?
Absolutely. For faculty, Campus Genie can help with things like creating personalized learning plans for students
Analyzing student data to identify areas where they might be struggling.
and even automating administrative tasks like grading and attendance tracking.
For staff, it can help with things like optimizing room scheduling, predicting maintenance needs.
And managing campus resources more efficiently.
Wow, this Campus Genie sounds like it can do it all.
Hold on, I'm curious, how does it actually work?
Is it like a chatbot?
Or is it more behind the scenes analyzing data and making recommendations?
It's a bit of both, actually.
Campus Genie can interact directly with students and faculty through a conversational interface.
But it also works behind the scenes, analyzing data from across the university's systems to identify patterns and make predictions.
For example, it can predict which students might be at risk of dropping out.
Based on their academic performance and engagement levels.
That's
So
incredible.
it's not just about providing information,
It's about using AI to proactively support students and help them succeed.
but I have to ask, what about privacy?
With all this data being collected and analyzed,
How does CorporateServe ensure that student information is protected?
that's a great question, and it's something that CorporateServe takes very seriously.
They have strict security protocols in place to protect student data.
And they comply with all relevant privacy regulations,
They also give students control over their own data.
allowing them to choose what information is shared and how it's used.
That's good to hear. It's important to have those safeguards in place.
Okay, I'm really starting to see the potential of AI in education.
But I'm also curious about how CorporateServe integrates data from all these different systems.
I mean, universities have so many different departments, each with their own software and databases.
How do they make sense of it all?
That's where Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central comes in.
Think of it as the backbone for managing all the university's finances and operations.
Okay.
Everything from purchasing and inventory to budgeting and reporting.
It's a powerful system that can handle a lot of complexity.
Okay, so that's Business Central.
But then how do they actually use that data to make decisions?
Are we talking about mountains of spreadsheets and endless reports?
Not quite. That's where Power BI comes in.
Power BI is like a data visualization wizard
It takes all that raw data from Business Central and other systems.
and turns it into beautiful interactive dashboards and reports that are easy to understand and use.
So instead of staring at spreadsheets and trying to decipher numbers,
University administrators can actually see what's going on.
exactly. It's about making data accessible and actionable
They can spot trends, identify areas for improvement.
and make better decisions based on real-time insights.
It's a game changer for university management.
This is incredible. We've covered a lot of ground already.
But we're just getting started.
In part 2 of this deep dive, we'll be exploring a real-world success story from a university that implemented CorporateServe solutions.
And we'll discuss the impact it had on their operations, their students, and their overall success.
So stick with us.